Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I'm Sarah Vantine here with Ted Ings. Today we are at DGDG in San Jose, California. And Ted, here we have the DGDG team and culture panel.
Everyone, if you would please introduce yourself, tell us your name and what you do here at the organization.
My name is Neil McClelland. I'm the Chief Financial Officer and also the Chief Operating Officer.
It's a lot of titles. Jeremy Beaver, CEO, DGDG.
Andrea Schulz, Vice President of Team and Culture.
William McCurry, Vice President of Fixed Operations for DGDG.
Well, Jeremy, I want to set the tone. What sets DGDG apart with culture and retention?
You know, it's been our long-term focus. We've talked a lot about Kevin and Shondo Grande. We've had the business for over 40 years. I've been here for 18 years. And the most important thing that they have stressed to me over my entire life is our team. And it's really easy for me because it's what I love the most is being able to hang out with our team members and watch them grow. But this is a culture that is supported around opportunities for growth, ability to retain and have long retention. We do a lot of celebrations around here. We have a lot of parties, a lot of contests, but really a safe but stretched environment, an environment where we want to win, but it's not win at all costs. And that has really, I believe, helped us to be the driver of where we've got. A lot of dealerships are kind of on the move, thinking about how many we can buy. We are in growth mode at DGDG, but we are very, very thoughtful about our growth when we have the right people that can be in these right dealerships and have those kind of career paths and then have a training path that is supported with that. And so there's a lot that goes into DGDG culture, but that is, that's kind of the business that we're at. Sean, Kevin, myself, while we've spent our lives in the car business, I'm not a car enthusiast, and so we are people enthusiasts, and that's what makes it so special.
Well, Jeremy, looking around the room, you see all the leaders here with DGDG with us today. How does a good leader become a transformational leader in today's business environment?
Yeah, for us, we're not looking for, bosses. We are looking for coaches. This is a very team environment here at DGDG. And so we are looking for these coaches to help grow their team. We're looking for them to be able to be great communicators. We're looking for them to have crucial conversations, tough conversations when we need, but have, maybe 5 more high fives instead of, one tough conversation. And so while we want to win, we want to make sure that we do it through our team, with our team. And that's what we're looking for these leaders to be at their best.
Neil, question for you. What's one change that you've made that's had an immediate impact on employee engagement?
Yeah, I think, you'll hear common themes throughout, like anytime you talk to anyone on the DGDG team is everything is first predicated on the culture and the people within our organizations and training them to be better and get better in their roles and have a pathway to move up. And over the last 2 years, we've developed something called Drive to Excellence. And it's really like our playbook or our roadmap or our blueprint on how we want to engage in doing business and how we want our team leaders to get better. This extends beyond your sales. Hey, we want to make X amount of calls and convert to this level. We have a full playbook for fixed operations, how we want the technicians to interact, how we want them to be present in videos. And all of it is really centered around making the people better and built on building trust and a world-class experience for the guests that come into our dealerships. So I think it's given them a blueprint of how to succeed. One of the cool things about DGDG is, we talked about what our goal is for 2026, and it's not to increase EBITDA by 20%. It's not to grow our dealership count by 5. It's to have a record amount of promotions. And I think that's a different goal when you look at some of the other dealer groups out there, and it's really important to us. And that Drive to Excellence playbook or foundation that we have really is the roadmap on how to generate that.
What an amazing conversation. And Andrea, how do you measure whether your culture is working beyond just turnover?
So turnover tells you what happened, but it doesn't tell you what's happening right now. And so some of the key indicators we look at are internal promotions. Does our team want to grow with us? New hire retention. Are we delivering on the promise we made during the recruiting process? Our employee engagement survey results. Does your team feel supported and valued? And then business performance. Does a healthy culture correlate to how our guests feel about coming into the dealership, right? And then profitability. Some of the key metrics that we're really proud about at DGDG are our attrition. So last year we had record low attrition at 25%, voluntary turnover at 18%, well below industry standard. Our employee engagement survey results, 82% of our team feels satisfied working here. Um, 16 years top workplace. That's 16 years consecutively in a row in the Bay Area, something we're super proud about.
Wow.
And then Neil mentioned internal promotions. Last year we had 93 internal promotions at DGDG. This year we set a goal of having 100. We're smashing that, by the way. We are in June, 6 months into the year. We have 74 internal promotions. We've doubled year over year. So, I mean, that just tells you how much culture is important to us at DGDG.
William, what's one thing every dealer could implement right now, today, to help improve their workflows, Sweetloads?
I mean, I think the thing that I would say is really invest in your team. I think, I've worked at other companies, and I think those can be a buzzword that you say of really invest in your team. But there's no organization that I know of that the goal is promotions as opposed to financial related. Jeremy and Neil will both tell you I'm not great at staying in budget on celebrating our team. And so, so I don't know anything about budgets. This goes out the window. But I think really investing that time in understanding what your people want to do. And I think when your people don't feel like a number and feel like you have a vested interest in their success and where they're going to grow and how they're going to get better, I believe that just gives you a different feeling about the company that you work for. It's not the company thinks how much money can I make for them. It's that there genuinely is a thought of how can we help them grow and get better and do more. And I think for me, like, one of the most rewarding things is when you get an employee that you've moved up and they come back and tell you, I was able to buy a house because of the opportunity that you gave me, or I was able to do this. Like, yes, it's a for-profit business. We want to make money. We want to do well. We want to grow. But I think all of us genuinely want the best for all of our team. And my experience is not a lot of people can say that and actually mean it like we can.
So, William, I have one more question. A lot of dealers watching around the country today are telling us they have a shortage of technicians. William, do you have a technician shortage here at DGDG?
We do not. We do not. I mean, honestly, I'm proud to say we have a pipeline of technicians and advisors and managers and fix-up people that want to get into the group. And, my analogy is it's like the NFL. There's only so many teams and only so many spots. And we have a bench that, that when people retire or things of that nature that we can go to. But honestly, we are blessed, quite frankly, that we have a situation where we have a reputation in the industry and in the Bay Area that people want to come work here.
Jeremy, sounds like a great team to be a part of.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing, as William said. Again, it's very, I'm going to say by design, this just doesn't happen. So, you just don't put the culture, poster up in the break room and, it's going to be fine. Our culture is defined by the team that you see here, taking care of each other every single day, being unbelievable coaches, leaders, and then that's what really breeds what you feel and see here at DGDG. And so, I get to do a lot of the talking about it, but they're doing all the amazing day-to-day work that makes it so special.
Amazing culture, Ted. It's right here, and this is an amazing opportunity for our leaders in automotive.
I'm Ted Ings with Sarah Vantine. We're here in San Jose, California at DGDG. We're going to be coming right back.